Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome to Cryptocast, your source for all things crypto-related, unknown, and paranormal. I'm your host, Parker, and welcome back to another Cryptid Cage Match where I'm going to be pitting two cryptids up against each other and see who would win if they got into a real-life altercation. Now, today's contenders are really cool. This is a match I've been kind of wanting to do for a few weeks. Let me get them. So we have the Roc. Oh, not that Roc, not that Roc. We have this Roc right here. This Roc, yes. I gotta shrink that down because that picture is huge. There you go. So we got the Roc versus the Thunderbird. Now this is a match I've been kind of wanting to do for a while because they're both big birds, and I just wanted to see if they got into a fight who would win. So let's start off by taking a look at the Roc stats. All right, here we go. So he has max strength, guys. So he, as you can tell from the picture and in stories told about the Roc, it's so large that its wings are said to be able to block out the sun, and it's so strong that it can lift up an elephant with ease, like you see in the picture. Um, so it gets max strength for that, and it's also just really powerful. So it can pretty much just, like, if it lands on top of the house, it could easily just rip the roof off of that thing. Um, Fairly easy. Its speed isn't the best, just because it's so large. And same with agility. It's so large, it's not going to be like super agile. It's going to be just like kind of like a big bulky target if anything were to try to hunt it down or something. Its stealth is okay. Um, it's kind of hard to miss a bird this big. Maybe it could fly like so high that you won't be able to see it really. But I mean, if it can block out the sun, then well, you kind of have the idea. Its powers are not existent and doesn't have any powers. Um, Range, it does have a good range because it can be flying around high in the sky. It can land. However, there is a catch to where it can land. It only lands on a certain mountain, and that's the only time it'll ever touch the earth. I mean, unless it's like picking something up like this elephant here, but other than that, it won't land anywhere else except the special mountain. I mean, its durability, it's a big bird. It's really big, so even though like birds' bones are light and fragile, he's so big. I really feel like he can take a good amount of damage before he goes down. So that is the Roc. There we got. He's a big, beefy, healthy boy. Let's see what we got now for the Thunderbird. Let me get him up on screen. So here's our Thunderbird friend right here. This is my favorite picture of the Thunderbird, by the way. I don't know why. I just kind of like it. It's just kind of simple and it looks nice. And here are the Thunderbird stats. He's got some pretty impressive stats as well. So he's got almost max strength, not as big as the Roc, but he is still very very powerful. His speed's a little bit better than the Roc's because he is, in my opinion, the Thunderbird is just a tiny bit smaller than the Roc. Um, so speed and agility are up there, but still, since he's so big, he's not the most agile. Stealth is pretty amazing on the same par with his strength. He is like, I've heard like reports from and like read stories like in Native American beliefs about the Thunderbird being able to like hide in the clouds, like you can't see him in the sky because like during thunderstorms and stuff, he's up in the clouds, like he flies in the clouds causing this. So it may look like a big cloud passing by, but it could really be the Thunderbird. Um, Powers, he has a good amount of powers. He's got max powers. Um, he's said to be able to shoot lightning out of his eyes. Um, Cause thunder by flapping his wings, and rain as well. Um, so he has a good amount of powers in those lightning strikes. If you guys have ever been struck by lightning, I haven't, thankfully, but I mean, I know people who have and survived. It's like they say, it's a weird experience. It's just really powerful. So he's got good powers. Range, he has good range. He can fly on land. He can fly on land. That doesn't make any sense. He can fly in the sky as well, like the Roc, and then he can pretty much get on land as well. But but I did read a little thing about this. Like some people believe that the Thunderbird was sent to fight underwater spirits. So there may be like a little thing there where you can kind of go underwater as well. So he kind of has like a little bit of best of all three of the worlds. And his durability kind of the same as the Roc's because he's a big bird. And like I said, birds' bones are light, but he's big. He can take a little bit of damage and be just fine. So let's get our Roc on here. And we will compare them and see who wins. And I need his stats now, don't I? Let's see. There we go. So the Roc definitely beats the Thunderbird in strength just because he's so much larger and bigger than the Thunderbird. However, the Thunderbird's speed and agility just it's a little bit better, but he would still be kind of be able to get away if the Roc was coming for him. Um, but if the Roc gets a hold of the Thunderbird, he could easily just shoot lightning out of his eyes with his with the with his powers, just electrocuting him. So it would be really hard for the Roc to make physical contact with the Thunderbird. I mean, and as well the stealth as well, because he'd be the Thunderbird would be in the clouds. The Roc might not be able to see him. And then when we covered the powers, Thunderbird could easily just kind of smite him with a thunderstorm, and shooting lightning out of his eyes, could pretty much char the Roc. Um, the range, the Thunderbird can go in the skies. I mean, they both can go in the sky and on land, but the Thunderbird, like I read in that one little thing, he could go underwater, kind of avoid it. But the Roc could. He's a bird. He could easily kind of fish him out, but still wet. Water conducts electricity. Boom, Thunderbird would take out the Roc. And then durability, they both have the same durability essentially. So um, it would just be kind of who would last longer. But I do feel like that the Thunderbird would win just for the fact that he has electricity. And I've seen like birds like land on telephone wires and stuff like wrong, get like electrocuted, and that just pretty much just screws them up and everything. And this is a big bird that can generate tons and tons and tons of voltage. So no matter how big the Roc is, he's gonna get pretty hurt. So I honestly have to give it to the Thunderbird just because of the his electricity powers. So, um, there we have it. It was the Thunderbird. The Thunderbird won. It was just really due to his overall powers, getting him the win right there. But really, it's just electricity and birds. They don't mix well together. So having a bird that can essentially produce its own electricity and cause storms, that would really fuck the Roc up. So I've got to give it to the Thunderbird here. So if you guys like this video, be sure to hit that like button. You can dislike it if you dislike it. I heard if you dislike this video, the Roc will pick you up and show you what he's cooking. If you don't want the Roc to show you what he's cooking, the only way to ward him off is to like this video. Also, guys, if you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button, become a member of the Crypto Crew today. I hope you guys are doing well with all of this stuff going on in the world right now. Just be safe, guys, and just yeah, I'll see you guys in the next Cryptid Cage match. And yeah, also before I go, in the comments, let me know who you want to see in the next Cryptid Cage match. I keep forgetting to mention the comments, and I need to do that. And also, we have social media in the link in the description below. Be sure to check us out. So yeah, just be safe out there, guys. And you've been watching Cryptocast. I've been your host, Parker. Stay spooky, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.